What's up, guys? We have a new biopic, this time starring little Tim Chalamet as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. Is this biopic better than the other biopics that have been made in the past? Let's talk about it.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like
The hell is this?
Pizza pie. What's in a pizza pie?
Sorry, guys, I had to put that in there. Welcome to the Movie Dive. We're diving into A Complete Unknown today. Before we do, please not forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. I'll be giving away a free $50 gift card to one out of every 100 subscribers. Comment down below for a higher chance of winning. Before we get started on this review, I do just want to mention that I do have a bias with movies like Complete Unknown. I am not typically the biggest biopic fan. There's some I have enjoyed more than others. Of course, being James Mangold's previous biopic film, Walk the Line, that one I found to be pretty decent. But after a movie like Walk Hard came out, it's kind of hard to watch Walk the Line, to be honest, because it definitely shows the flaws in the biopic system of a movie. In the most recent years, we had Bohemian Rhapsody, which I thought was pretty bad until the last 20 minutes of the film. Had a really cool concert experience with Queen at the end there that was made really well. And then the other movie like Elvis, which I actually did not really like at all. Austin Butler, yeah, had a good performance, but the pacing of that movie was atrocious and I just couldn't handle Tom Hanks' character. Again, all going back to my bias, biopics just do not resonate really well with me. I'm not a fan of how they're typically made. Now, when it comes down to A Complete Unknown, the first thing people are going to wonder is how good is Timothee Chalamet as Bob Dylan? Yes, he is very good. Timothée Chalamet is a great actor. This guy is fantastic at what he does. I'm pretty sure he doesn't miss when it comes to movies. Even movies that I thought were more just decent, like Wonka, he was still great in that movie, and I feel like he's the one who carried that film. Of course, earlier this year, he had Dune 2, which might be the best movie of the last decade. You can tell he really dedicates himself here as Bob Dylan. A lot of the scenes, you do forget that it is Timothée Chalamet. Another character I really liked in this film was Boyd Holbrook. He played Johnny Cash in this film, which is kind of odd because there's a Johnny Cash in this movie that James Mangold made, and there's also, Johnny Cash in Walk the Line. They're completely different in each two films, so it's interesting to see James Mangold make two different Johnny Cash styles, but Boyd Holbrook does a great job in this film playing his character. Edward Norton is always a really good actor. However, this is where we start stepping into the bad parts of a biopic, is it seems more of a caricature of the character than the person who actually lived in real times. A lot of people might not see that. That just happens with me when I'm watching these kind of films. Elle Fanning plays a character who I did not really enjoy as much. She seemed like she didn't have much to do, but I guess she was part of the true story. She had to be in it. Of course, Monica Barbero is the other woman in Bob Dylan's life, and we have to make a love triangle as we do in all these biopic films. Does it run into the same issues other biopics run into? It does. It is a long film. There's parts of it that just seem too obvious to me, like they're going against what the music industry wants, and oh, this guy's a genius, let's point it out. Yes, he was a genius in real life, but when they just show you clips of them becoming a genius, it just takes away from me the realness of it all, and we continue to fall into the same issues. I do consider it a lot better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I do consider it a lot better than Elvis. They do spend a good amount of time of putting you into his performances in this movie. There's a lot of long performances as he plays his songs. Now, his songs are pretty good, so that's not a huge issue, but know that the movie can't get drawn out because they're playing full songs at times. The movie does look gorgeous. They take you back in the time. You don't feel like it's a blue screen. The cinematography looks great. I like the coloring of the movie. I love the mood of the movie. That mixed Timothée Chalamet's acting do make a decent watch, but that's as far as it goes to the fact I'll not go out of my way to watch this film again. I'll try not to watch this film again because it is what I expected it to be in the end. And some people might truly love this movie, especially if you're a big Bob Dylan fan. Of course, I didn't grow up with Bob Dylan. Now, it's not like it bounces out through his whole life. It mainly sticks to the early career when he does enter New York City and it starts transitioning into electric guitar. Again, having those moments where you have the company being like, you're not playing electric on my station. And then it's like, I will prove you wrong. It's kind of predictable and beat for beat as some of the other biopics you have seen. So in the end, this movie is decent. This movie is fine. I will say yes, Timothée Chalamet is amazing in this movie. He does a great job and he dedicates himself. Whoever is his publicist is making him really likable. So congratulations on them. They're doing a great job. But again, biopics, very biased choice. I'm not a big fan of them, but A Complete Unknown is one of the better of the bunch. But I will be giving it a 60 out of 100. Did you guys see it? Did you enjoy it? Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on The Movie Dive.